tutorial, we're going to synchronize PyCharm with an account on GitHub. So that means we must have an account on GitHub. So on this computer or Windows-based computer, I'm going to do a couple verifications before I get started. One is to make sure that I have Python, since I am going to use PyCharm to run Python programs and create Python programs, and then use GitHub as a repository. Okay, so one of the things we can do here is type Python -- version, and we can see we have the latest version so far. And then we want to see if we have git. So we're going to type git -- version. And if this is a brand new unit or a brand new installation of the operating system, it should not be in here. So as you can see, we don't have it. So this is something we would worry about in our next video. So that way we can actually move files from local files to a remote location, for example, where the repository will be hosted on GitHub. Okay. All right. So now we know what we have, and we have PyCharm, so that's good. We have Python, that's really good. We don't have Git, so that's something we will handle in the next video. This tutorial will concentrate on making sure that PyCharm points to GitHub. And then the next video, we'll worry about Git. All right, so let's do that. So let's close this. Let's go to PyCharm. And by the way, we will be doing this also for a Mac OS. So stay tuned for the next video to do the same steps for a Mac OS. Fantastic. So here we are. So PyCharm opens up. It gives you a few options. One is to open a new project. I already have one here. If you want to create a new one here, we want this feature, get from VCS, which is the version control. So we want to go here to be able to add the account on GitHub for PyCharm to see it. So let's go and do that. As you can see, we don't have Git installed. As you can see, Git is not installed, so we verified that already in the prompt. Notice I have no accounts under GitHub. So let's go to GitHub for a second. And I have two options to link my GitHub account to here. Let's do it with login via GitHub. So let me click here. And it's asking me to authorize in GitHub, so I'm going to say yes. As you can see now, it's going to ask me for my credentials for logging into GitHub. So my username is in here, and my password is right here. Just type sign in. And there you have it. So you have been successfully authorized in GitHub. So now let's move this to the side here, and let's go back here. And notice now under GitHub, my account exists already. Okay? So let me just click here, and you can see that I have repositories from previous projects based on this account, AA Mary. So if I click here, for example, you could see that's my account on GitHub. And I can log out completely. So let's go ahead and do that. And there you have it. So I can log back in or log out from here. I can add other accounts if I wanted to. So if I log in this way, as you can see, as long as I'm logged in, it should automatically bring me back in. Here you go. And there you have it. So I'm back to here. Okay, great. So how about using a token? All right, let's do that. So let me log out. So let's go over here, log out first. And let's go ahead and use a token. And notice now it's asking you to generate a token. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and say generate. And notice it opens up my account. And so we're going to call this one PyCharm GitHub Integration Plugin. I'm going to call it 02. That's because I've used this title already, and I've used 01 as a test. So I'm going to go down here, all the way down, and generate token. Okay. And there you have it. So I have a token. So I'm going to click here to copy it. As you can see, it says copied. I am going to go to my GitHub here and where the token is, and I'm going to click and Command V to paste it in there. Okay. And then log in based on that token. As you can see, I have full access to my account as well from here using a token. So these were two ways to point to my GitHub account from PyCharm. Okay, so now we're on a Mac OS, and I would like to do the same thing I did with Windows, where I can go to my PyCharm and make it point to my account on GitHub. So I'm going to go over here, and you can see that I have some local projects here. I can do it from here, or I could do it also from here. So you go to PyCharm and you go to Preferences. Okay. And under Preferences, you're going to pick GitHub right here. You can see here I have a plus sign, so I can click on that to add. So log in via GitHub, or you could use a token. So the same features you had with Windows. So I'm going to go ahead and say log in via GitHub. Now you can see the process is the same. I'm going to go ahead and authorize this. I'm going to log in using my credentials and then sign in. And there we have it. So let's go over here, and you can see now that my account is right here. And this would be my GitHub account, my remote GitHub account as seen by PyCharm.